Right, I think I know where it goes.
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you. See you again soon, I hope.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Right, let's head back through here. Can you not run? You usually run. Run, Kate. Right, it's usually up here. There's a machine up here that had all the levers. I wonder if you can put the punch card onto that. It was up here, wasn't it? I can't remember there being a punch card slot, but I would have thought it would have been here. There is a slot, look. Right, let's... I want that into there. Now what do we do? Whoa. Well, there's his feet. What about his arms? Do we change that to a different colour? No. That light's gone off, look. That light's come back on again. How do we get his feet? That doesn't work. Let's go see if it's just his feet that's appeared there. So I don't know. Did he have hands? I'm not sure if he had hands or not. Where did they came off over here, didn't they? There they go. Let's go back and see Hans, who might not have any hands, just feet. Oh, he might have hands. Hard to tell.
Hi, it's me again. Can I trouble you a second?
In the situation I am in, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you.
Let's just
See you
hand him
again
his
soon, I
legs.
hope.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Here are your feet, Oscar. I hope I haven't made a mistake.
These feet are incorrect, Kate Walker.
Why? Why are they incorrect? Is there different things you can do to get different types of feet? That's so annoying. Right, let's head back. Surely if you put the punch card on, it tells it what it needs. So what did we do wrong? Okay, we can pull that one there just now. Do we need to get this so it's not yellow or something? Maybe that's a skin color type?
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works.
They look the same. That doesn't work there. Look. Doesn't matter. Why is that not working? Oh, do we need to take the boots off? Because they're in the way? No. Can you not walk a bit faster? Maybe we'd go talk to Oscar about the production. See if there's anything obvious that we're doing wrong. Wooden legs. Let's ask him about the production.
Hi, it's me again. Can I trouble you a second?
In the situation I am in, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Oscar, I'm experiencing some problems with the general console.
Ah,
Looks like I need more than your card to operate it.
To my knowledge, the console is in perfect working order.
Okay, I guess I must have forgotten something.
Most certainly, yes. I am counting on you, Kate Walker.
are you not going to give us any clues then?
As bizarre as it may seem, I have the impression you are the only person who can help me.
I very much doubt it, Kate Walker.
Why do you say that?
What good am I without appendices, I ask you?
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you. See you again soon, I hope.
Yes, Kate Walker.
I guess we give these to him.
Here are your feet, Oscar. I hope I haven't made a mistake.
These feet are incorrect, Kate Walker.
Does she put them away? We've still... No, they're away completely.
Hi, it's me again. Can I
Oops.
trouble you a second?
Is that pause it?
In the situation
Okay.
I am in, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Oscar, I'm experiencing some problems with the general console. It looks like I need more than your card to operate it.
To my knowledge, the console is in perfect working order.
Okay, I guess I must have forgotten something.
Most certainly, yes. I am counting on you, Kate Walker.
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you. See you again soon, I hope.
Yes,
So what
Kate
are we
Walker.
forgetting? We've got everything running. Which colour did we do? We did the dark one, didn't we? Let's try a lighter one. That light's off.
Doesn't look like that works.
Do we need to put that on? Okay, different video. Okay, that's different. Looks like a bird. Like to peck something, doesn't it? Oh, it's just picked up a lump of wood. Okay, this is hopefully better. So we had to match the colour more to Oscar. There's the drilling bit. The music sounds more promising this time. They still look the same. Go see Oscar. Hopefully this is the right lot this time. The mouse issue wouldn't be a problem apart from the fact if you're hovering over something you can look at it. The little stalk that comes out of the circle icon goes down into the black arrow that's behind it, so you can't see. Like there, look, that's the one I'm talking about. It's hard to see it on my screen anyway, because I've got this tiny little window. It's the only way I could get it to run. It's at 640 by 480 on my screen.
It's me again.
I don't want to talk.
trouble
I
you
want
a
to hand you the feet.
In the situation I am in, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you. See you again soon, I hope.
And it'll be the same on the
Yes,
second
Kate
Syberia,
Walker.
because I've had to do the same to get it working. The third one is a lot newer and should be okay. I forgot to pick up the feet. Back I go. I forgot to get his feet. Nobody told me. Right. I hope they're not there and they haven't been stolen. Hopefully Oscar will know more stuff then. Once we get him going, he might be able to help us out more.
Here are your feet, Oscar. I hope they fit.
Kate Walker, I see you managed to produce 2 XZ2005_B models.
I thought you wanted the A ones.
Allow me to express a real feeling of joy, Kate Walker.
They really suit you. Comfy?
Very. You are very kind, Kate Walker. I am sorry to have to leave you.
Where are you going?
I must find my train. Its departure is imminent.
Well, we know where the train is. So do we have to go on the train now? What about the key? We need the key for the mausoleum bit. Oscar's a fast walker, he's disappeared already. We haven't managed to get behind the office. Which way to the train station? Was it this way? No. We haven't been in there yet. We need to round the back up the ladder. Maybe Oscar will tell us more. Oscar should be here. I would have thought. Or is this the back of the train? That's the back of the train, isn't it? That's the carriage. So where's the engine? Here. We can't go up. Can we go up there? Doesn't look like it, does it? Maybe we have to go to the other side first, where we wound it up with a key. He's not here either. Where has he gone? We've done all that. Okay, we need to find the other things to put on the train. We found the drum, so there must be other things. Right, let's just work our way back and go back round each bit. We'll go the opposite direction this time. I wonder if there's more cylinders to go in the same cabinet as we put the music cylinder into. And it's probably something different on the middle pedestal. Let's go this one, then we'll go that way. So that's just the factory. We need into here. We can't go in the front door.
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
There's nothing there. It's not a... Let's head back round the side. I need a key for this ladder to extend up. So there must be something in the maze that we're not finding. We talked to her, she wasn't very helpful. That's a dead end to the sculpture. That's a dead end that's locked. There must be something here. Ah, see, look, I missed the magnifying glass on there, because the cursor again. Look, a key. Found a key. Right, we know where that key goes. We could use. I wonder if we could use that key at the mausoleum as well. we're going to try the ladder with it first. There. Right, now we can get up. We're going all the way to the top. R. Oh, we've left the key. Can we not get the key? Okay. This is going to be hard to spot stuff with the cursor. A little bike. Looked like there's something on that chair, but doesn't look like it now. Clock. Writing desk. Oh, there's something. There we go. What's that? A button. Anna. Oh. Right, before I read all that, I really need to go for a quick bio break. I shall be right back. Okay, back again. Okay, so yesterday something terrible happened. I do not know who to turn to or who to talk to. I have decided to write it down. You, dear diary, are now my confidant and sole guardian of my secret thoughts. Hans lies in the next room, teetering between life and death, and I am terrified. Oh, the injustice of life. First Mama, then Hans. Please, dear Lord, don't take my little brother away from me. Hans made me promise to keep this a secret, but its burden is too heavy. I know I can tell you, though, dear diary. We discovered a cave in the mountains, a marvellous cavern with ancient paintings on the walls. Only prehistoric man could have painted them, because there were depictions of mammoths, which are prehistoric creatures as well. But much I know. I hate mammoths now. It's all because of them, and because of that stupid prehistoric children's toy. Why, Hans? Why did you try and take it? And why did I let you climb up there? It's my fault you are in a coma now. Hans, if you die, I do not know how I could ever forgive myself. Hans has still not regained consciousness. Father cannot sleep, and Gertrude cries all day long. Outside the heat is suffocating, but inside the house is icy cold and dismal. I still have hope though. I know my brother, I know his strength. He will pull through, he never gives in. I cannot think of anything else but Hans. In all my waking and sleeping dreams, I see his fall over and over. I see his head hitting the rock, and his oh so pale face softening. I have taken refuge in the attic. It is the only place where I find any peace wrapped up in all my memories. 5 days have passed since the accident, and Hans has still not opened his eyes. To see him like this is unbearable. Please, God, protect him. Take my life, not his. I feel so desperate, so alone, I want to snuggle up in Father's arms. But I dare not. He is just so impassive. Oh, Hans, don't leave me here. It has happened. Hans has come back to life. He opened his eyes and uttered my name. My name! Do you realize? This is the happiest day of my life. I want to take to the streets and sing to proclaim my joy to the world. Thank you, God. How wonderful, how beautiful life is. Gertrude and I cannot stop breaking into uncontrollable fits of giggles. Hans even wolfed down his meal today. I knew he was tough, my little brother. Even Father smiled at me today when he said good morning. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm totally absorbed in Hans's recovery. That's my juice. I have scarcely 5 minutes to myself to return to my refuge and scribble down these words. It's very curious. Whether Hans is hungry, thirsty, or if he wants something, he cannot stop saying my name. He can't bear it when I leave him, even for an instant. Gertrude thinks that I should move my bed into his room to help him sleep better. I hope that Father will agree. Today was the first day that Hans has left the house. We went for a short walk to the garden, but Hans is still very weak. The doctor said we should be patient and shouldn't rush him. It is so hard though. I hope so much that life can return to how it once was. There's a lot of reading. I was just wondering if my program I've got here stop my cursor. Look. I'm going to disable the cursor completely. There. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Excuse me. Right, Hans has been out of his coma for a month now. He still doesn't say much and has difficulty moving. He sits motionless for long periods of time, his eyes wide open as though lost in thought. I have often had to call his name several times before he reacts. Then he will smile, and when he does, the moment is magic for me, and I couldn't possibly be happier. I had to talk to him. The burden was too great. I asked Hans about the accident in the cave to find out what he could remember. He could utter only one word, mammoth, and his eyes glowed so strangely when he said it. He frightened me. I go back to school today, and for the first time in my life I am dreading it. I am afraid of leaving Hans alone. Despite Gertrude's kindness and attention, I have the impression that Hans is much less nervous when I am there. While I was doing my homework yesterday evening, Hans crept up on me so quietly that he made me jump. He took a pencil and a blank sheet of paper, and curiously he started drawing. It is the first time since his accident he has done anything but daydream. Hans scribbles almost obsessively. It is all he would do all day long. I feel it annoys Father. Nobody else understands, but I can see that Hans is trying to draw mammoths. Today is my birthday, and Gertrude has made me an apple pie, my favourite. But Father has not returned home for lunch, and Hans doesn't want to leave his room. The best present I could have is to see Hans back on the way to recovery. The snow is falling. It's so beautiful. The doctor visited to examine Hans. He seems happy that my little brother has fully recovered his faculties. It truly is a miracle. I don't understand why he doesn't talk more though. Why isn't he livelier, like he was before? It's Hans' birthday. Today he's 11 years old. I have the strangest of impressions that actually he has lost 5 years rather than gained one more. The doctor has just left. I saw him whispering with Father. Their serious expressions worried me awfully. What could they be hiding from me? I am grown up now. At the age of 15 you can understand everything. I am too scared to ask Father what is happening. I've been thinking, and it seems to me that Hans' attitude isn't normal. The shock of the fall and his coma must have had much more serious effects than we first imagined. Hans, my dear brother, what is happening to you? I have discovered the truth. Hans is stunted, physically and mentally. I eavesdropped a conversation between the doctor, Father, and Gertrude. Gertrude buried her tear-filled eyes in her apron, and Father muttered the word retard under his breath. How could he say such a thing? It is Easter, and we are on school holidays. This means I can spend all days with Hans and protect him from Father's permanent dark moods. He cannot accept the fact that Hans, his only son, will stay in this state forever. It is truly difficult to accept, but it is not Hans' fault. Mine maybe, but not Hans's. I don't know how to make Father understand. He seems full of hatred for him. It is dreadful. I feel so powerless. Excuse me. Mouth is dry. 1 year. 1 year has gone by and it feels like an eternity. The situation shows no signs of improvement, neither in terms of Hans's mental health or father's attitude towards him. Extraordinary. Father has decided to take Hans to Paris for new tests. He says that only in the French capital will he find truly competent doctors. We must make Hans ready for the great expedition. No news from Father and Hans, but I remain hopeful. I am sure they will take good care of my little brother. They have returned. Hans rushed into my arms and started crying. It took me a long time to calm him down and get him to sleep. Father was still as taciturn as he was before he left. The French doctors have confirmed the diagnosis. Hans will remain physically and mentally impaired. I am stunned. The summer is coming to a close. It has been less stifling than the last. The sun has put colour in Hans's cheeks. When I look at him, I have difficulty imagining that he will not change. Father still says nothing, and increasingly shuts himself away in his office in the factory. Gertrude tells me that love and faith triumph over any science. I lack neither. God be praised. Father took Hans to the factory this morning. Hans was so afraid that I accompanied them. Fortunately, Father said nothing. I failed to understand why he insisted on bringing him there. Father left for the factory with Hans once again this morning. I think he wants to persuade Hans that he could be useful for something. It is a way of resisting fate. For a month now, every morning, Hans has gone to work with Father at the factory. I'm not exactly sure what he does there, but he seems to enjoy it, and I feel my brother's behaviour has changed considerably. He is much less capricious. I could cry. Hans has made me a present, a small robot mammoth with a trunk that rises and falls. When Father saw it, he nodded his head in satisfaction. Both Gertrude and Father now have their own robot mammoths. Theirs are even more intricate and finely tuned. Little brother's not such a retard after all. Hans's mammoths now walk, raise their trunks and wag their tails. It's incredible. I met the head of the factory workshop, Mr. Grips, this morning. He says that for a young lad of 12, Hans is very gifted. It is a shame he only makes elephants. Father and Hans were locked in a long discussion yesterday, or should I say Hans was locked in one of Father's long monologues, as it is inconceivable that Hans should go to school like other children. Father wants to take him on as a worker at the factory. However, Hans will have to stop making his own little devices. Hans's silence, his half-gaping mouth and staring eyes finally sent Father off in a rage. It's a long diary. I tried to broach the subject with Hans. I suggested he should obey Father. Learning a craft at the factory is his one chance to do something constructive with his life. He is so gifted and takes so much pleasure in making automatons. He did look like he wasn't listening to me, but I know he'll think about what I said. It is not that Hans cannot speak, it's rather that he doesn't want to speak. He uses the least possible words for communication, except with me, but he is still very economical with words. Incredible. Hans was not just satisfied with learning how the assembly line works, instead he has completely redesigned it. Father and Monsieur Grips are taking a serious look at his plans. Father has wanted to talk to me about my future since I passed my exams. He wants to send me to university because he says my intelligence is astounding. My heart was beating so loud. It is true I do love studying, but I couldn't bear to be away from Hans. The ghastly summer. I have been permanently torn between my desire to go to university and my refusal to leave my brother. I talked to him about it with Hans, but he said nothing. That same evening I found my own little mammoth broken. Hans had another fit of hysterics at dinner again. Father announced that Hans's new assembly line would soon be finished. However, they have removed the automaton parrots that shout orders as they were deemed superfluous. Hans was livid. He hurled his soup dish to the ground and stormed off to his bedroom. What will happen between the both of them when I am not here? Despite my scruples, I am finally leaving. Hans has not talked to me for a week. Father would not understand if I told him why I wanted to stay. My heart is so heavy. It is so strange to be home. I had never left home for such a long time before. Once we were alone, Hans did not stop talking. Words just leaped from his mouth. How we laughed at the excitement. He presented me with a delightful little ballerina. To replace the mammoth, he told me. I was so touched that I started crying. Distance has done nothing to harm the strong bond between us. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. At first, my impulse was to tear it up, but I resisted and instead succumbed to my second desire, which was to write for a while. I am alone in my attic once more. I have been home for 2 months now, and after a summer spent living with the intense joy of being reunited with my brother, Hans has returned to the factory. Father has agreed so, and Gertrude's arthritis causes her terrible pain. All in all, these last 4 years have been kind to Father and Hans. Their relationship is less tense. They still do not exchange much conversation, but now they have a thing in common, the factory. I'm even beginning to feel a bit jealous. Silly, really. Hans hasn't changed. To help Gertrude, he has designed a totally automated kitchen, and Gertrude can't stop moaning at the wooden puppets. Oh, how I adore them. I went to go and see Father and Hans at work. I hadn't been to the factory for ages. It is strange how much it has changed. It was very curious to see them set about their tasks. I like Father's new office very much. Hans is a small workshop on the first floor, crammed with odds and ends, unfinished robots and designs, exactly as I imagined it in fact. The factory is working well. Orders for new toys keep coming in, spurred on by the run-up to Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Volderberg, people would ask if I had any relation to the Valdeline factory. Now I know the effect that Hans' genius has had on the factory's renown. To make myself useful, I started helping Father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that for the first time ever, I have the impression that the three of us form a new real family. Hans never ceases to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behaviour is very different. In his workshop, he is serious, concentrated, a proper young man who keeps his eye on everything going on, constantly on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is his very own infant. At home, he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or a happy-go-lucky buffoon. The most wonderful Christmas of my whole life. Hans and I could not stop giggling like children beneath Father's disapproving glare. I know that he was only pretending really. Our hearts are so full of hope. Hans came to see me in the bedroom yesterday evening. I felt terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed. Hans wants to leave. Leave Valdeline. The house and the factory. He wants to go travelling. He doesn't know where to or for how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him his plans were foolish. He left my room without a word, his head bowed. I thought that he wanted to leave because of Father. Not at all, it's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. I thought he had gotten over his obsession. I know my brother only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. He will not listen to reason. I was so selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and ask him gently if he was sure of his decision. I already know what the reply is going to be. Nothing will make him change his mind. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to Father. I fear the worst. The worst was worse than my fears. Father's anger was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except from Gertrude, who feeds him. Father has decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes him to abandon his infantile decision. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent yet highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. As soon as Gertrude returns from the factory, I hasten to get news of my little brother. He doesn't say anything, he just fiddles with bits and pieces, she replies every day with a sigh. I've tried desperately to reason with father, but I know I am just wasting my breath. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday. In secret, Gertrude delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It is a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. I quivered with emotion as I turned the key. The message it gave me simple. He was telling me he loved me very, very much. Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. That's what we found in the cabinet. He has found a means of communicating between us and alone in total secret. My days are spent eagerly awaiting Hans's messages. He has now resolved to run away. He is preparing his escape, like if it was a game. Gertrude has returned and she is beside herself. Hans has disappeared. Father's not even delighted to return to the... deigned to return to the workshop, where he locked up his son, nor find out how he managed to escape. He just gave me a blank look as if he knew we were up to something behind his back. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans is gone. I miss him so much. Lord, please protect my little brother and watch over him for me. With Hans gone, father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. This morning I caught father in the drawing room installing a coffin on a trestle. Don't know what a trestle is. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth is he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence and a permanent black countenance. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with the coffin surrounded by huge candles has become a veritable funeral chamber. This is ghastly. I have just understood what father's up to. This morning the priest came to pray before the coffin and I finally caught on. Father is in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? In the madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows ever more cold and calculating. Contacted his old friend, Dr. Schmall, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he spun. Hans's funeral will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbade me to attend. The sordid masquerade makes me feel ill, but I cannot denounce the subterfuge, or else I will display my father's mental instability to the world. The shame would kill him, that much is certain. I have to go away, far, far away. No, I will not leave. I have thought long and hard. My life is here next to my father. He needs me too much now. The factory needs me because father is incapable of running it now. Besides, I can only find peace of mind among Hans's robots. And how shall I know when he has sent me new ones if I am not at home to receive them? No, I shall not leave. My destiny is to remain here and keep watch. What is that? It's like a bell. Well, that was a lot of reading. I'm going to save that there. Before I carry on. Right, do we have anything else here that I can actually look at? Doesn't look like it. Right, let's head back this way. So we probably have to find this little mammoth toy or something. Where are we headed? Nothing here. I can go there, can I? That's the table we've just come from, so we need to go this way. Oh, I can put the light on, can I? Yeah. Oh, who's this? Momo.
Mammoth. You draw mammoth for Momo?
Momo, it's you. You scared me. What are you doing in here?
Momo want Mama's picture, like Hans' picture.
Sorry, I haven't got a picture of a mammoth with me.
Take paper and pencil and draw Mammoth for Momo.
You don't give up easily, do you?
How are we going to do that?
You're a sweet kid, Momo, but I can't draw, least of all mammoths.
Draw Mammoth easy. Hans draw Mammoth. Anna draw Mammoth. Kate too.
I mean, maybe I could do a quick squiggle of a box, say, that has a mammoth inside.
No, Momo want a real mammoth.
My goodness, you are one stubborn boy. There's something I'm looking for, but I don't quite know what. I need a clue, anything that might tell me where Hans is. You want to help me, don't you?
First you draw Mammoth for Momo.
And if I help you, you help me, right?
Momo know Kate is kind. Kate draw Mammoth for Momo. Then Momo tell Kate secret.
You've got a secret?
First draw Mammoth for Momo.
Do you know if Anna came here often with Hans?
Momo want Mammoth picture, like Hans'
We're
picture.
not going to get anything off him until we tell him.
Tell me, Momo. I met someone real interesting in the factory. A kind of robot called Oscar. Now, he told me about a train. Anna didn't tell you where it was going, did she?
Train! Train! Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Woo!
Momo, it's okay, it's okay. What's going to happen to you now that Anna is gone?
Momo big now. They want Momo live at inn. Momo don't want. Momo take care of Momo.
From what I've seen, you look pretty resourceful. It must be fascinating to live in a village full of automatons.
Automatons made by hands. Difficult work. When Momo big, he do like hands. Momo friend of automatons.
Tell me, Momo, did you come here a lot with Anna?
Mm-hmm. Anna like Momo. Anna like Hans. Anna on journey.
Okay.
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
Let's go carry on exploring this way, since we obviously came out of that room. What do we have? Hard to tell if it changes. Light bulb. That magnifying glass. What's on there? Oh, it's a mammoth. Hans, 1932. Oh, and we can use something on there. What can we use? Can we use the paper? Pencil and paper. Can we take a ribbon? Ah. Cheaty way of drawing a mammoth. There we go. Look. Perfect. Right, let's go talk to Momo. See if he'll help us some more. Where was he? Where's the drawing? What's the ink bottle for? Is he happy? Yeah, he's happy.
Thank you. Momo happy. Now follow Momo. Momo show his secret to Kate.
Okay, we better run off there. Where did they go? Where did they go? Oh, he's here. Okay, so we're going back out the factory, okay. Which way? Hey, you can still see the water wheel going. Why the thunderous music? Where's he off to? Oh, he's there. Oh, we can go through this gate, can we? There's another bridge.